Hello, very good evening. This is Cafe Clairvoyance. My name is Phil Griggs, and welcome to the Tuesday evening show. That's it, where call all angels, hold them in your heart, and they will hold your hand. We like holding your hand. We even like holding a cup of tea in our hand, or coffee, whichever you prefer. Because this is a show with the Cafe Clairvoyance where you just relax, you sit back, smoke your pipe, put your slippers on, and just sit back. Yes, enjoy the show and join in. Of course, you've got to join in too. That's the other bit. It's the other bit. Always important, that bit. Anyway, very good evening to you. Tonight I'm joined by a very special guest, wonderful guest. Always a pleasure having my super guest on. This is Taryn Sambrook. She'll be joining me very, very shortly. But first of all, though, we're going to give a bit of intro. Hello, good evening. Well, I love this. Carmina Faulkner says, I have my pipe. She's already smoking her pipe. Just enjoy the show. Jolly good, jolly good. And it's so nice. Everybody greets the pair of us, Phil and Deborah, but also Taryn's coming on soon. Don't forget to say hello, Taryn, when she comes on in a minute. And, okay, guys, this is what we'd like you to do during the show. You know what you got to do. Well, I've got to tell you, out here in Spain, it was about 35 degrees today. I must admit, it is so hot. I know you're going to say to me, no sympathy whatsoever, unless you're out here. If you're out here, you're probably going, oh God, it's too much. It is a bit crazy. Anyway, lovely to see so many of you people coming on. Look at all you guys. Fantastic. Lovely to see you. And hope you're all well. Tuesday evening is always a show we at the cafe, myself and the producer, Deborah, we invite a wonderful guest on the show. And tonight we've got a wonderful guest. This is going to be Taryn Sambrook, where we're continuing with the Moon and the Heart series. And this is probably going on for the year. How's that? The year. That's not bad, is it? It sounds like we're all currently employed, doesn't it? Anyway, yes, we're going to crack on in just a second. In fact, I don't think we need to make much time later, really, but just say hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. We had a few little technical issues there at the very start, but we're all right now. Right now, so we're, yes, but no, you look wonderful. You look great. You look fabulous. And it looks like the light is on you, like the beaming light is coming down to you and say, Taryn, you have been lit up. You probably got one of those little round circular lights just beaming on you just a second. So you know that is one of those tan machines. Oh dear. Anyway, how are you? What have you been up to?
I'm really good. I've been really busy enjoying some meditation classes things. Had a really nice one last night. I'm doing it all around sort of a transformation meditation.
We need a lot of that in a minute.
Yeah, well, we're in such a transformational time.
Yes.
And I sort of concentrated it around the heart chakra because obviously we're building into the full moon in Aquarius, which has actually got a really big link to the heart. So it's all exciting. It's
yes.
really good.
Yes. In fact, thank you very much. Like the blue t-shirt, Phil. Thank you very much. This is the Summer Wear Cafe collection. Like it? Anyway, right. Cheryl says a brilliant meditation class. Fantastic. It's one you can do things like that. Okay. Now it's interesting here. We do the heart. We talk about heart. We talk about the moon, and we talk about the energies going at the present time. And it's no doubtedly a frustrating time for a lot of people, especially for holidays because they can't go abroad so much now. I mean, I was hoping to come back to the UK, and it looks like I'm a bit stuck at the minute until something happens. But we'll be talking a bit about this because I've been looking at the astrology charts. And they're quite interesting at the minute because we've got this square going on between Mercury and Mars. And Mars is quite going through Aries. Hey, this is power. and Mercury
Yeah.
comes in, is often when we do impulsivity, you suddenly get news coming through super fast, is often a Mars Mercury thing. And Mercury is in Cancer, it's just going, but it's a watery Mercury. It's like, but why? But why? And Mercury's saying because, as Mars is going, because that's the way it is. That's the way it is. It's like that because it's the way it is. Because it's like you're supposed to dance. Like you're supposed
I
to.
was about to say to you, the interesting is with Mars as well. Mars is connected to the root chakra.
Yes.
And the root chakra is all about primal survival instincts.
Absolutely. So this is
and
of everything that's
the
going
Mercury,
on.
which is the throat chakra.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Communication. So, yeah.
It's always good. Colour blue for throat chakra. There, it's just around there, look. Colour blue for throat chakra, Mercury, and talking about things like this. Lovely to see so many of you on. We've got Laura Graham saying hello. We've got Helen Grady saying good evening all. Good evening all. We've even got Karen Cavan saying good evening. Hope you're well. And Carmina says, I love you, girl. I love you, girl. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Yes. Yeah. Good. And Emily wants to say hello, and as does, Deb says shared, guys. Yes, see, you got to follow what Deb does, guys. You got to share the show. So you just press share on your computer there, and it shares it out to your friends, and people then know what the show's about. 'Cause it's free. Free, guys. Don't have to pay for a penny. And right, yes, let's have a little look here. And Paul says hello. And as does Cheryl. And yes, I think that's and Denise. Hello, Denise. Lovely to see you guys so much.
Sadly, I can't see. I'll try and see the comments on my phone. So
yes, unfortunately, yes, it's Anyway, right. So let's get talking a little bit about this here. So, even more people come on. Lovely to see so many. 21 people engaging, and God knows how many others out there who are watching. So it's always lovely to have so many people on. And good. Right. Okay. So during this particular show here, what we like to try and do is to help you people. Maria, good evening. It's lovely to see you get onto the show. Brilliant. What we like to help you guys do is understand what the energy is doing and to work with you guys with some readings as we go a little bit later on during the show. But just chatting a little bit about where this transformation is, why it's so difficult, why it's so something hard here. Angel says, I would like to ask, I've heard that the horoscopes have changed. Is this true? If you want to believe in that, yeah, you could believe in that. Now, the reason you're probably asking this, Hazy, because they'll be saying here there's a 13th sign. On here. I wouldn't go down that road too much. If you want to, there's bound to be someone who's going to come up here and just say here that your star sign has changed and you weren't Aquarian and you're now a Pisces, and because it shifted on and moved on in some respect here, actually you'd have gone back the other way. If you're an Aquarian, you've gone back to being a Capricorn. But if you look at the signs that you are in and all the traits about your character and personality, you'll find that modern day astrology just equates just as magically and honestly and truthfully as you could get. This there's different ways of doing astrology, but anyway, because you can go Indian astrology, which is Vedic astrology, and you can also go tropical, you could go sidereal, you could go all these different names and different systems, but they all end up roughly at the same answer. So yes, but it's nice to have those questions though. Yes, but it is right, you have heard this, and but I would say hello Emma Woodford. Puddyfoot. Yes. Yes, that was in the news 2 weeks ago, and no one's really paid a lot of attention to it without being rude here. Yeah. Yes. I just wasn't sure if I believe it, to be honest. No, if you just follow your normal astrology chart, but see about how things go. We're always looking into things as astrologers to see what else there is out there, and if there's anything we need to pay attention to. But Pluto Capricorn, very much. The stuff that's going on at the moment in Capricorn, which is Jupiter, which is the big planet of spreading everything everywhere. Pluto, which is associated to the virus, and Jupiter just spreads it everywhere. That's the unfortunate thing about that one. And then you've got Saturn, which is then law and government coming in and saying, right, dum 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 dum. And where we are. So it really is Capricorn. So I wouldn't want to put that in a Sagittarian concept, which is where it would be if we were to include a 13th sign. Yeah. What do you think, Taz?
I agree with you.
Oh, thank you very much. That's two, isn't it? There's no debates going here. It's just love, the moon, and the heart. Yeah, I agree with you. You agree with me? I agree with you. Lovely. How's that? Yeah. Good. Okay. So, yes, we'll say here. It's a hard one to announce. Lol. Yes, it is a little bit. But anyway, we'll just call you Emma. How's that? That would mean I would be a Libra, lol. Scorpio, 100%. If you're a Scorpio, you're a Scorpio. Now, interesting enough here, we've got a Scorpio moon today. And when we have a Scorpio moon, we have a Scorpio moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like people contacting me is probably like contacting you, Taz. They're going, what's going on?
Yeah. I've had quite a lot in the last 24 hours, actually.
Yes. Okay, relate things about a Scorpio moon. We want to look intensely at things. We want to look deeply. We want to find out what's going on. It's a sense here. When you've got a Scorpio moon, we reach out for things we feel secure with, things that make us feel safe, whether it's a person, whether it's something else. But it's also a very sexy moon. Sexy moon is if you like sexy things, then you'll reach out for something that's sexy. For me, that's a Guinness. That's very sexy. Sorry. Okay, all right, good. But yes, so what the Scorpio moon does here is it just makes the picture look so much more, oh God, why is it like this? Yes, strange feelings today. Strange feelings today to Cheryl. Yes, not surprising, really, is it?
No.
Yes. And so what's it, when you say people are contacting a minute, what's their sort of energy? What's their concern? What are people saying to you? How are they describing
I think what I've sort of picked up is I think a few people are picking up the energy of the Scorpio, sort of the wrath of the tail, perhaps, I would say.
The wrath of the tail.
The wrath of the tail.
That sounds sexy, that does. That sounds, say, you're there. You're there.
So I found some people are just exploding and things that they know that are an issue or that are on their mind. They've deeply thought about it so much, and in the last 24 hours, it's almost like they've just had an emotional explosion. And they're either crying or they're really angry.
Yes.
Really
Yes. People are because sometimes the moon hasn't been aspected by anything at the moment. It isn't hitting anything to relate to anything to make us feel like, we can vent it that way because it doesn't vent out to Mercury, which of course we could talk about it. It's in here. It's like people coming out with anger. Unfortunately, you just got to go with the flow just a moment. I like this. We're coming back to the last series. Helen Grady says, "What about your beetroot?"
Oh God.
We're talking about a Scorpio moon. Eat beetroot.
About your beetroot.
Yes.
I'll leave you with your beetroot.
Thank you very much. It's maybe we'll come back to that one again when we come back to flower remedies.
Maybe they need to go to Deborah about your beetroot.
The beetroot. I'll tell you what, the wonderful thing about beetroot is you slice it up with garlic, sliced garlic, very thinly sliced, with segments of oranges. You got a little bit of beetroot, garlic and orange. Beetroot, garlic and orange. Just thinly sliced all the way along a nice roll. You taste that. Fantastic.
I like beetroot in a cake.
Yes, a beetroot cake. Fantastic.
Amazing. I had one. Looked a bit like a red velvet cake, but I made it with beetroot.
Yes. Yeah.
I say I made it. I didn't make it. My neighbour made it, but she gave it to me and it tasted very good.
Yeah, it's very good for you.
I told her to make it because I've made it in the past. It's yummy.
Oh, it is. It is. You can have those beetroot and goat cheese tarts for vegans and vegetarians. I would actually not vegans, but vegetarians, yeah. Emma says, makes so much sense to spend the last 2 days in bed feeling angry and then crying. Yes. Some of the reasons why we're doing that is the Scorpio is just getting into our deep part here. Like, why do I feel so upheaved? Why am I feeling cranky like this? What's going on? Why is my life like this? Yes.
What I'm saying to people is because obviously at the moment we're in the first quarter, and the first quarter is lovely. I love the first quarter moon because it's all about being open. It's all about receiving. It's all about all those things. However, what I would say is we are moving into that energy towards the full moon. So it's also a time of reflection, looking at being open and nudges. And perhaps you are having some emotional and angry nudges, but don't necessarily see it as a negative thing, is what I'm saying to clients. I'm saying, actually, why don't you see what you're being shown? Perhaps this is telling you this is what you need to release from your life. So write it down, look at this to review in the full moon. And that's, I always try and make everything into a positive. It doesn't have to be bad. Yes, you're feeling those emotions. Ask yourself why. Body scan, check your body, see why you're feeling that way. Instead of just wallowing in it, let's be positive. Let's find a way to breathe through it.
Very good advice. I was going to chat a little bit about that, come into that a little bit with you, but I think your advice there is spot on. Spot on. Love your advice. I'll be so agreeable tonight. We've got to find something you're going to disagree about. Yes, no, yes, no. No. But I think if you've got it, because sometimes here, Emma, would you understand here, sometimes that sometimes we go through times and we don't know why we are feeling this sense of anger. We don't know why we're feeling this sense of crying our eyes out. Why am I feeling like this? Where the following day you're thinking, well, nothing's really changed. Everything's fine. But why are you like this today?
And this is the first quarter moon. This is a time of nudges. So if you're feeling this way, the energy is nudging you for a reason. Be open, reflect, write it down.
Every time I do this show, I've got to say here, and it's not patronizing, I mean this is a very positive way, you just get better and better and better.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that, because I was watching you a minute ago and you were just going, oh.
Yes. No. I'm not being. We're all learn. I'm learning loads at the moment. Go through courses and do diplomas and different courses and things like this. I want to go.
But you learn every day, right?
You do.
You do every day. As long as you're authentic.
One of the things that may come up with this a little bit, with this energy here, is sometimes the Scorpio moon just goes right down deep inside, and sometimes it just, we feel this energy, we feel this crime, we feel this anger, but sometimes here the way to go do this is let this out, because something has been in there. And as you say, body scan yourself, look at yourself here. Where is it coming from? Yes.
And if you like exercise, or even if you don't, go for a walk, go for a run. Let your body release it in a healthy way. Don't try and stop it, because it's so unhealthy.
My dog looks at me when I feel like that. He says, come on, out. We're going for a walk. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. Come on. Oh, all right, I'm coming.
I love that. That's sweet.
He does though. Yeah. Oh dear God. Anyway, so yes, and sometimes we just let this out, because when you let it out, the following day is better, because coming up very soon, we've got a Sagittarian moon.
Oh yeah.
Sagittarian moon. And when we come into Sagittarius moon, we'll find here uplifting, humour, funniness. We're thinking about tomorrow, next week, what's coming up into the future. We're thinking about better things. So that will help us help us become a bit more positive. So we come out of that intensity and go into something positive. And you'll find here, and Sagittarian moons are very philosophical. Very philosophical. We learn more. Suddenly you're thinking, I'm going to go and learn this and learn that, like courses online. And then you come around to the Capricorn moon, you go, why did I do all that? Why did I press so many buttons? How am I going to put this in order now? How am I going to manage time with this when it goes into Capricorn? No, it's funny though. But yes, so don't worry, guys. I say don't worry. Sometimes we've got things to worry about, and sometimes we're bringing up emotions and feelings and stuff here. Sometimes don't know quite where they're coming from. But when we don't know where they're coming from, just let them out. Let them out.
Yeah.
Could have been something you're holding on to yonks ago, because Scorpio will attach to that. Yes.
And I think also from an emotional point of view, and I talk from first-hand experience this, which is why I got into this, is when you hold your emotions in and you trap them in and you try and be what we class as being perfect, it's so damaging to us internally. And I think that's a really important thing to point out as well, is that it can make you ill, can't it? It can
Oh,
really
the biggest
drain you
killer.
and your energy. And you've seen that firsthand with me, the transformation just in the way I look, everything, compared to what I was when I was under a lot of stress. So I think that's something to say to people as well. Like you're saying, it is about releasing, being open. And yes, sometimes we don't like how we feel. But with the first call to moon, it's also about being vulnerable. It is actually about being vulnerable, not worrying about it, not being scared about it, just allowing it to happen. And journal, write how you're feeling. And if you don't like to journal, bullet point, anything. Just do anything to help yourself through it.
Or even I go and self-talk. I go and walk around with the dog and self-talk. He looks at me to say, what are you doing? Look, I'm just talking. I just look at him. He just looks at me going, what about? It's rubbish. No, it isn't. I'm having a releasing conversation. He says, I'm going for a sniff. Anyway, so yes, this is, and sometimes here when we're going through these type things here, and where you want to write things down, you want to go for a good walk. Two things, especially with the Scorpio moon here, because you also got the side of the deepness, the strength, the passion, which can give you so much power. So much power here. They always transform this. Just change your breathing. Go into a very deep breathing, like you're going deep into your soul.
Box breathing.
Box breathing.
That's what we were doing last night.
Very nice.
Meditation, doing our transformative meditation.
Was there beetroot involved?
Definitely not. No.
Oh, okay, all right. Anyway, so okay, box breathing. Explain this to people. It sounds brilliant. I know a little bit about box breathing.
Yeah.
How would we explain this?
I'm only doing the light bits of it. So it's trying to strengthen and control your breathing. And it sounds silly, but when you're breathing, a lot of people think you breathe from here, don't they? From your chest, and it's your abdomen. And so what I was getting people to do was inhale. And as they inhaled and visualized the green for the heart chakra, I was counting them in, and they had to keep slowly breathing. So it wasn't a case of just going, you had to control it, gradually breathing in to the count of 4. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, but slowly, and then exhale to the count of 5 quite slowly. And it sounds easy, but there is an art to it. And then you find your rhythm and your flow, and it's all about controlling and boxing to help yourself into transformative meditation.
And it's interesting when you do that, because when we think ourselves as energy, take away the logic, we put ourselves in the black and white. The black and white just way to lock it, and only having a very minimalistic look at what's going on. We sometimes then we look at the bigger picture that we change into with the higher energy going through the subconscious. Is then endless, beautiful. Cheryl says definitely not easy. Yes.
No.
Sometimes you just take it easy. Anyway, sorry.
I challenged my ladies last night with that meditation, and I knew it was going to be a challenging one, but you know, it was the right time to do it. It's all about transformation. It's a really good time to do it. So I was like, right, we're doing it. So,
you ladies last night, this is for you. Well done, guys. Well done. And to all you guys who joined us today, wherever you are in the world here, this is for you. That's it, wherever you are. That's it. That's blowing in and blowing out. We've got to do it that way, haven't we? Oh, dear. Nikki Craddock says hello. She's got a hand up there. Hello, Nikki. Lovely to see you on the show. And right, okay, so moving on with this a little bit here. These energies we're transforming around here. I've looked at the star chart and I wrote the details down here. The next energies we've got coming up. So the moment Mercury is just passing this square it's made to Mars and this moon in Scorpio. While we're up in this flare up of energy, toxic energy in some respects, we need to release it. We do need to go running or doing something, just to say, go for a walk here. But the next one we've got coming up, and it's a nice one, is Mercury. Mercury passes a link with Mars, but then it makes a link over to Neptune, and they're all in water. So it's Cancer and Pisces. So we come back into that little element again. Okay, yeah, I've got Pisces rising, and you're a Pisces yourself. Yes. And Neptune being in Pisces here has been sending out vibrations across the planet to heal. To heal
Yes.
and heal. And even when the eclipses were about, which is Cancer Capricorn, it was still healing, and we still got the healing energy going on. And as we're talking about this, Jupiter and Neptune are spread. Jupiter wants to spread, wants to make things bigger. Neptune wants to send out the love. So amongst all this chaos, or semi chaos, which is from the eclipses, changing the mainframe of everything here, you've got this nice energy of Neptune going out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think also with that is, ever since with the previous new moon and the Cancer and all those emotions, I've been working a lot around the heart chakra because of that. So people who are open to the chakras and who like that side of energy work and healing, really keep focusing on that, because it is quite important. Keep going over your heart chakra at the moment and visualize that beautiful emerald green, and even have green around you. Just really focus.
Emerald green. Emerald green, you say. Yes, although it's a Pisces.
I say green. It can be any green, but I like to visualize emerald green. I think it just sounds nice. It's a nice color to visualize.
And it's also to do with the angelic realm, to do with chakra clearing.
Yes, but that's it. That's why, because I do it in the chakras. So
yes, emerald green chakras. You've got your little angels coming in, cleaning them out with the old, digging out the old rubbish. Get rid of that. And in with this new energy.
Yeah, and because I cover a lot of healing and emotions work, that's emerald green is very important to me.
Yes.
With
yes.
So which people get.
Yes, it's a lovely thing to go and do. And meditation, anything that's mindfulness to work in this piece is just amazing. Yes, and Emma says, I'm a Pisces, and I'll definitely do that. I tell you what, Pisces people, just fantastic. And Maria says here, I love green. Yes. I've got to tell you, last night, Maria and I and some other people there were out on a paranormal night, going into a house to a ghost hunt, because there was a house which had spirits in it. And very interesting going around there, and the different levels and different dimensions. But Maria's a lovely lady. She's quite spiritual herself, or in fact very spiritual herself, and she was connecting beautifully. So, and actually Maria's coming on the show in October, as she does spiritual hair cutting.
Oh,
We're going to call it something, but yes, she's very much in tune. She cuts your hair. She's in your aura. And she's cutting your hair. She's going to
mention my hair today. I still haven't been able to get to my hairdresser. I'm like the wild bush lady, so we'll just ignore my.
We weren't going to say a thing, but you brought it up.
Well, you always tease me about my wild locks anyway, so I know you're thinking it.
It's not true. I'm not like that. I'm definitely not like that. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, Helen says hi from Suffolk, and Stephanie X Piers says hello. Hello, Stephanie. Nice to meet you. And as fantastic evening, thank you, Phil. Oh, it's a pleasure. Yes, it was great evening. And so energies that we're working on now, and where we're going here. Oh, your hair is lovely. Lucy says your hair is lovely. Actually, I would say here it's all right.
It's a bit yeah.
No, it's I never like bringing up
wild sea-ish looking hair, but then it makes sense. I'm a Pisces. I've got the beach hair look. There you go. What can I say?
Okay, yeah, you should be out on the beach. It looks like you're out here and I'm back there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, I'd never like to bring up things about hair and things like this. I think it's very offensive to especially with anyone like yourself or any other person there talk about hair. Yeah. So hey, so how are you?
Say something to joke, but I thought I can't because it's a swear word. So
Okay. So, yeah. How have you been? I'm not writing it in, so. How are you? No drama here whatsoever, nothing at all. Well, we're coming on to, we just come to 8:30 in the evening. 8:30 in the evening, it's 8:30 in the evening in Spain. It's in the UK, it's 7:30. And I believe in the US, if people coming in for the US, that is about, I think you guys are about 3:30, 3:30, 2:30, 3:30 in the afternoon. Anyway, very interesting. So, right, so interesting with the planets and the zodiac. Oh, glad you like it all. Glad you like it all. And Karen Cavan says, you're just beautiful the way you are. Just beautiful the way you are. Isn't that nice? You could. There's a song about that somewhere, isn't there? Just beautiful the way. Anyway, right. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Maria wants to sing beach baby, la da da, beach baby, beach. Yes, help, here come the bears. Help, here comes the bear. It's the Hair Bear Bunch. Okay, right, seriously now. Let's try and get some serious stuff doing. Okay, so we come to about 8:30. Now, what we're going to start doing during this part of the show, which we like doing, is working a little bit with energy. Where have you got your Moonology cards?
I have, but I've got a bit of a twist tonight. Phil doesn't even know about this. It just kind of popped into my brain. So I've got my moon cards, but I've also got my attraction cards, which align beautifully. So
Fantastic.
I'm going to pull 3 of these and 1 of these.
Okay.
They're called Super Attractor. They're absolutely beautiful. I'll just show you one.
Oh, beautiful. Very nice. Just up a bit more. Higher. Does it lower? Stop. Spiritual. That's fantastic. That's nice. Spiritual alignment.
They sit very nicely. So, yeah.
Good. It's a lovely thing if you can work with cards in that particular way. Yes, heart. Kamona says it's hilarious. Yes, heart and burger. It's all the same. That's it. Working with the cards there is like heart and burger. This is going around. This heart and burger. It started here at Cafe Clairvoyance. Loads of love, loads of burgers, and burgers. There we go.
I'll do the heart. I think I prefer. No, I'm not going to say that actually. No. I was having a bit of humour then, and then I thought, no.
You had a humour moment.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
You know what my humour's like? It's a bit rude.
Are you feeling? You all right? Oh dear. And beetroot. Hair. Oh dear God. Here we go. It's all coming out now. Right. Oh dear. Yes. Anyway, okay. So we're going to do some reading, guys. Guys. If you would like a reading, and then what we'd just like you to do is just your name will come up. We see it automatically. We just want a colour from a colour and 1 question, not 5 colours, 2 questions. 1 colour, 1 question. You are now free to type on your keyboards any moment now. That's it. You can type away. We're going to just keep chatting whilst with these energies coming up here. But I might just
I'll put my hand up. Can you You'll need to read me the question, because where I had to use my iPad because we had a technical glitch, I can't read the comments, so okay. I'll be relying on you.
Okay. Right. Yeah, Helen Graham, you've gone for the colour purple. That's nice. Now we need a question. We can't just do colour purple.
Purple, the crown chakra.
Yeah, crown chakra. It's very nice. So we need a question as well. So you need to type in colour and question. Yes. Okay, right. It's like love and burger, colour, question.
I tell you what, was that Helen that just said that?
Helen Graham. Okay, right, let's go. We got Kamina. She's come in here. She's gone career, emerald, and she's also given her birth date as well. That's absolutely fine. Let's go for this. So, Kamina, as I start tuning into you, Kamina, career path, I just want to say here, first of all, I have 2 people who want to come in from the mediumship world for you. And one is very much a mother energy here coming in around you, Kamina. And I also would like to say here, would you understand here that you want to take in more skills somewhere? Would you understand about learning more skills? Because I get it for you. We relate just to career. There's a career here. They're laughing with me. Because there's a bit of a party going on over here. And would you understand a dad or gentleman who's like a granddad here? Granddad, because he's here, but he was like a dad though. And I'm also hearing Bill over there as the other side's there as well with their Kamina. So loads of energies. They're telling me here to say to you here, get some of those skills in. Get some of those skills in for yourself. And I'm going to pass over to you, and I'm going to come back to the Taryn in a minute. But What would you like to say, Camina? What would you like to say there, Taryn, to Camina?
So, I feel that some of her goals may have already been achieved, but that there's more to come, which is, I think, what you're picking up. I think she's got the gibbous moon, which is all about achieving your goal. She's also got the third quarter moon. So what I want to say is, perhaps, have you been thinking about adjusting something, looking at something from the bigger picture? Is there something that needs adjusting to help you flow better with this goal or idea or project, I almost want to say? Also, she's got the manifesting card from my super attraction. And this is asking you, Camilla, to be creative in your process. It's asking you to align with the energy of the universe, okay? So you've got to be really open to receive. And I think your goals are achievable, but perhaps what I want to say is, it's not so much about something you need to do as in an exam. I think perhaps you've already done something with an exam. But for me, what I see is it's about her achieving it with her confidence and her self-belief and getting her flow right so that she can adjust and get it right.
Okay. It's an interesting energy here because Karina comes back and says, I just don't know what. So it's interesting. We get a question like that. We're going to read it like this here, because this would show to me here and say to you that wherever it is, what is it you've got to do yourself, transforming yourself before you actually go forward. Is working on the inner self here. What it is you want to learn. We're being creative through the heart. And
yeah, adjustments are required though. Yeah, because she's got the third quarter moon.
Okay.
I can't read it.
Okay, no, I'm just saying, but I'll read back to you. I even put energy into this, even put like emotion. Oh, okay. Okay, yes, even your cards here saying here, your cards here saying at the moment, which are the reversed. You've got the Knight of Wands reversed. And you've also got the Death card. Death card does not mean death around you. What it's saying here, hey, hang on a minute. Before you go running ahead, we really need to know where we're at. Where we're at here, because what we need is stability, the Emperor. You're going to come into greater stability. You're going to come into this, which I think will be a strong thing for you. Now, yes, because you're still processing where you're going. And I would say here, Camina, take your time. Really take your time. That's where I would go with this. I would go with that. Yes. Let's come. Okay. Just want to say thank you to Deborah. She's running through everything here, taking all your messages. There she goes. There she goes. She's just running through there. She's taking all the messages, and yeah, they're all coming through. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, they're here. That's good. Yeah, typing them up. Thank you very much. Yeah, loads of them coming on site, which is absolutely fabulous. And so I'm going to run through it, because what the producer's going to do, she's going to read through them, and she's going to flash up on the screen and show me which ones to read through next. Okay, Tonya, Blue, will I be moving soon? Will I be moving soon? Tonya. I get a feeling here, Tonya, that news is going to come to you fast. News is going to come to you very fast. And I get a feeling here, but at the moment, you can't move under the present circumstances. If this is making sense to you, I get a feeling here, just wait a minute. You know, when sometimes somebody's saying to you here, don't move just yet. Wait a little while, because news is coming, which is going to give you something beneficial here. And it's like here sometimes we're holding on to past attachments, Tonya, holding on to past energies. And sometimes we're just going to say here, actually, I've got to let go a little bit, just a little bit, and just let a little bit of time flow here. I think we'll be moving soon. I want to go through July, through August, and probably come in September. Then I think news is coming, which is going to bring you positivity. And a place, the Rolling Stones said a great message. They said, you don't get what you want, but you get what you need. I forget which song it is, but anyway, what I pick up here, you'll get a place which is what you need. It may not be what you want, but what you need, you'll then go, get it. I know where I'm going now, and you'll be absolutely fine. Fine. Okay, how's that? Over to you.
So yeah, that makes quite a lot of sense for what I've pulled, because I've got the waxing moon. So that is all about momentum and about gaining, which would lie in with what you're saying about not right now. I think that it's really important for you to get your ducks in a row, and just sort of gain that momentum and not overthink and not try and rush through, because with the full moon coming up, that is one thing that the full moon will make you feel like, isn't it, Phil? It'll make you feel like you have to run into something head on and rush through. That's what they're saying about the Aquarius full moon. It is also saying that communication and confidence is the key to the success of this transition as well, that she'll be going through, what I want to say, to in the next few months, because she's got the new moon in Leo card.
You know what this does? This makes you go,
oh, I knew it was coming.
Tonya, what do you like?
So what I also want to say is, you've got the new moon in Sagittarius card, and it's a nice card, because what I want to say is, if you take your time, breathe through, don't try and resist any urge to rush, let that energy and momentum build, then I do think luck will be on her side.
Absolutely. I think so too. I think, Tonya, I think also here, would you understand?
She's also got this card, which is a beautiful card. It's all about heal the habit of fear.
Heal the habit. I'm glad you read it out now, because I was like, yeah, just saw it there.
No, that's why I thought I'd say it. But it's about embracing the habit of love. So perhaps a bit of self-awareness, self-care, self-love is in order, but also heal the habit of fear. So try and be open and not fear change, because you might feel vulnerable, but the key to it is to just be open and calm.
One of the energies I'd say here to you, Tonya, it's very interesting reading your cards here as well. Oh, yes. Is would you understand here that sometimes you've been feeling here, I don't feel good about myself, that you sometimes think here that I don't feel worthy or good, but there's only circumstances. We're wearing this energy here. This is a transformation you're coming through. You'll be absolutely fine. You'll make some very positive decisions in front of you, and I feel you're going to be all right, but you're releasing a lot of old anguish, a lot of old pain. So that's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you very much. Tonya, lovely to see you on the show again. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay, let's come and just seeing here. Right, we've got Denise, Purple. What's next for me? What is next for me? What is next for me? Okay, Denise, as I look at you here. Right, would you understand? Oh, okay, I've got this fabulous man here who's just stepped in. Fabulous man here. And he wants to let me know here. He just wants to laugh. He wants to talk. He wants to engage with you. His hair was quite light brown. He tells me here, as I look at the lumberjack shirt that you've got on there, Taryn, the cross pattern. It's either Scottish or it's lumberjack, isn't it? Yeah, and lumberjack. That's more like it for you, I think. Anyway, so I just feel that this. I feel that he's got this sort of energy about him. A very outdoor man, very, very, and it was almost like I wanted to go J or C to do his name, J or C to do his name, or maybe both names are in his name somewhere. But what he wants to do was come through here and. If I said what's next for me, would you understand it? It's what's going to make you laugh, what's going to make you happy, and what it is you're going to do that is just going to say, that's going to make you feel very young, very, very young. And I just get this energy of fun from him. He says here, it's almost like not focusing too much about what's going to go on up there. It's what you could do right now, which brings in fun. And I want to look at loads of wood. I want to look at making things, and you're going here, I never thought I'd do stuff like this. It's almost like, I've just built a house, by the way. Oh, that's nice. Yes, but I just pick up something inventive, something nice. I just pick up all this creativity around it. I just want to say here, fun, 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 fun. Okay. Over to Bedfordshire. Is it Bedfordshire or is it Buckinghamshire?
Buckinghamshire.
Oh, Buckinghamshire. Oh, yes, they all talk different over there. Off you go.
So what? Sorry, what's the lovely lady's name? It's Denise.
Denise, colour purple.
So what I want to say to Denise is, it's really a time for her to release and let the universe show her what needs to come forward. I also feel that she needs to look around her own intuition and allow herself to really listen to her body, because it's showing her signs, but I think she really needs to work a bit on her development of listening to what she really wants and not overthink it. What I also want to say is that there will be a powerful change, I think, coming up for Denise, and I think it's going to be more to do with herself, her being, the way she looks at things, let's say, right?
Okay.
She's also got the new moon, so a new start is coming, and that sits in nicely with the new moon eclipse. But you have got the new moon in Gemini, and what I want to say to Denise is it's really important how she communicates, but also that's how you communicate out, but also how you receive communication. So I want to say to her, perhaps pause and just think when someone's speaking to you. What star sign is Denise? Do we know?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe yes. I don't. I'm purple. If you've gone for a color purple, it's normally quite a deep sign. I would say it's like Scorpio, something like that. Scorpio. Normally, people
Yeah,
choose color purple, so they're very. They're not
it's
serious people, but it can be very strong, very deep.
yeah, because it is definitely a time for her to really look inwards and to be open and really work on her grounding. I want to say she needs to get grounded, but I almost want to say V, but I don't know why I'm seeing a V. That's
Virgo.
all.
That's why, because you're saying that, because she's a Virgo.
Ah,
There you
okay.
go. That's very talented of you there, my dear. Yes.
Um, yeah, it's about her release. It's a time for her to release and let the universe show her. That's what I want to say. It's really important. Really start to think about what you want, what makes you happy, and really listen to your body when you're asking yourself that.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant. Okay, so there's a lot about you, Denise, which has listened to you. A lot of change coming in front of you. In the meantime, is what you do around your immediate time here is going to look good. What you're looking at the moment, you may be looking at money, you may be looking at finances, you may be looking at people's health around you as well, which may not be going through the easiest of times. And sometimes we're looking too intensely or too, may I say here, it's not just because you're Virgo, but also sometimes you're looking too worrying about this. But I think the process come up in front of you is what you could do now to make your life happier, funnier, livelier. That's going to be the thing. Okay, great. Thank you very much, Denise, and I hope you enjoy your little reading there. Right, so let's come and find the next one here. We've got Helen. I think we're going to yes, there we are. We're going to Helen Gray. Helen Gray here says, "Color purple. What's my future?" Let's have a look, Helen. Let's have a look here. Right, okay. It's interesting here because I've got a lady. Oh, there's a lovely lady who joins me here. As this lady is stepping in beside me, this lady says that she was quite well set, quite a large lady, but a very nice lady here. And as she's coming in, she wants to say to me, and as she's talking to me here, she wants to say, "There's would you understand here that sometimes you just need to think a little bit, just at the minute, just a minute here. This is some of her energy here, and also something about children and babies, children, young people, very young people being around you. That she's just giving me this to you as well." And she's also saying to me here, I got this, I got just coming out of her, just come out of Spirit World, just coming straight in, is a gentleman who wants to give like a dad energy to you here. Yeah, a father energy. And he's absolutely amazing. He's coming in. He just says here that what's your future? Your future is many gifts. Many gifts. Would you understand about working spiritually? Would you understand wanting to work in healing? Wanting to work in anything to do with the divination? Because if you start doing that, you'll be happy. This status in front of you here, this is interesting. Would you understand? It's like you've been on this pathway for a long time, but when are you going to make the decision? When are you going to make decisions? So, Helen Graham, I'd say here, you've got loads and loads of good energy here, but start working. Start looking at yourself that you can harness this energy here. Especially when you go for the colour purple again. Very much a spiritual colour. Yes. Okay, what would you like to say there, Taryn?
So funny because when you mentioned Helen a minute ago, and funny enough, I think I've said this to Helen before, and it was really a really strong message, was self-care, self-care, self-care. It was so bold in my head that it's kind of distracted me. I've got her cards, but what I want to say to Helen is she's a very generous person with her time and energy for others. But I feel like her cup is a bit low when it comes to herself. And I don't, that makes sense for Helen.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm saying that really strongly. And I'm being told you need to rebalance. You need to rebalance. Really hold your vision. You've got the mixed moon. And I want to say hold your vision, Helen, when it comes to your self-awareness and your self-happiness. You've got such an amazing unwavering faith in the universe is what I want to say. It's lovely. She's definitely a super attractor, you know.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And actually, just look at your thumbnail, your photograph there. I'd absolutely say the same. Sorry if you can't see that very well, but your thumbnail just looks fabulous. In fact, Mum was a well-known clairvoyant. Well, she's there in front of you. Would you understand a little bit of a, I wouldn't say big, but sorry, without insulting, but she's just there, but she's almost like saying, when are you going to do this? When you do this?
And I also want to say to Helen, I'm being told a sentence and I'm trying to. She needs to truly surrender. She needs to truly surrender to her desires to the universe.
Okay.
Force of faith. Force of faith. It's to hold her vision. She's got beautiful cards. So she's got the new moon in Cancer. That's all about love, her loved ones, her. I don't know if Helen's been thinking about someone or wondering if someone's okay. When the new moon in Cancer card comes up, sometimes it's around that. It's just to say your loved ones are well, your loved ones are safe. You know, they're on the journey they're meant to be on. I don't know if that rings true because obviously I can't see any comments, so I'm just going on film.
No. Sometimes the comments don't come in for a little while. They're all they do come. Sometimes it takes a minute.
There's a scale. There may be an adjustment romantically. Nothing negative though. Nothing bad. It's almost like a romantic cycle. Does that make sense?
Oh.
Scales. You've got the new moon in Libra, and that's around that. But it's nice. I feel it's really nice because you've got it with the new moon in Cancer card, so it's a safe, positive thing. But you have got the full moon in Cancer, and if there's an issue that's been on your mind, a personal issue, I want to say, or just something on your mind, just know that it's going to reach resolution.
Fantastic.
But the biggest is I've got the biggest energy coming through to say, you know, she's got such a beautiful super attractor energy and she really needs to blossom higher.
Yes.
I feel like I feel like
absolutely. Yes.
That's being shown that.
Yes. Yeah.
And I feel such a nice force of faith. And I keep being told force of faith, and truly surrender.
Sounds fantastic. Lovely. What a lovely energy. Beautiful energy. Even though we've got this, the Scorpio is also very psychic energy. So doing a show like this on Psychic Moon Night is, it's great.
But her self-care, please, I'm going to harper on about it. Please look after yourself a little bit more.
Oh dear, he forgot our 29th wedding anniversary. Oh dear. Okay. Ooh. Anyway, let's change the subject. Your daughter. Yes, she's lovely. Right, let's have a little look here. Yes, things aren't, the underlying card here is, I love all this self-love with what you're saying here and how to protect yourself like this. But you also got the world card here. The world is there. It's there. If you're going to focus on everything...
And to have faith in the universe. And to surrender, rise, go.
It works, this. It just works. See, works. Anyway, right. Yes, so this is... so the world card is very much about don't focus too much on everything you see in front of you, which is just life. Focus on you, the bigger picture, where you're going to. And right, yes, from the producers is thank you to everyone who's joined in the Cafe Clairvoyance show tonight. It's lovely to see so many of you lovely guys. It's lovely to see so many new guys on the show. So it's always welcome there. And right, for an in-depth astrological reading, join us tomorrow morning at the Cafe Clairvoyance. Wednesday Spiritual show is 11 o'clock. over here in Spain, 10 o'clock in the UK. Send in, right, okay, this is what we want you to do, guys. Please send in your birth details as soon as possible, because the Guillermo isn't going to have a lot of time before the show. So if you send it in now or a couple of hours before the show, so that she can receive the data and get it up there. But if you send it in the last hour, she's not going to have time. Not going to have time here. But yes, in fact, just a little bit more about this show. So that's tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock over here, 10 o'clock in the UK. Right, okay, let's go and grab a few more here. Let's go and have a few more readers here. We started a bit later, so we go over a bit later. How's that? And right, let's have a little look here. We've got, Maria, orange, love. Maria, orange and love. Love with oranges. That's it, oranges and beetroots together. Happiness. Orange and beetroot, that's nice. Is that what you're thinking of? Anyway, orange. Orange is a lovely colour. Aura colour, energy colour about orange is very enthusiastic. It's a very enthusiastic colour. It's a high energy, it's a high vibration here, which is fantastic, provided we don't put, I'm not trying to dampen anything here, provided we don't put too much expectation on it. So sometimes we just need to, whoa. This is good to be enthusiastic and show ourselves here. It's almost like, sometimes in those relationships, which you might have endured in the past here, where you give loads and loads and loads of attention to the relationship, but the other person is giving their bit, but yours is massive. Yours is massive, and it's creating something for you. It makes you think like you're in love with the idea of being in love. I'm just talking about there in general. What I'm saying here with orange is to be careful we don't go down that road where we're creating it into something which is, hey, hang on a minute, we just need to keep a bit of balance here somewhere. A little bit of balance here. But as I'm talking to you here, Maria, right, I've got a lady here who's someone's just stepped in, they just stepped in here. Would you understand someone, please, who passed away with a problem with the throat? This is throat cancer. This throat cancer here, because I'm being shown someone who can hardly talk and they were very, very unwell. They're just coming through to talk to me. There's a lady who just says here, she wants to show me a real lot about it. She went up to a fairly old age, but she, without being rude to her, as she's telling me here, she looked a lot older than what she was before she passed. But I'm just hearing Caroline. I've just heard Caroline connecting with this lady, Caroline. Named Caroline. And as she's talking, she just said yes, just said this to me here. And also wants to talk about, she just talks about worry around you. She's just talking about worry. And as she's saying here, working with love here, she gives me a wink like this here. I've got to say this to you. I'll say this to you here. Orange is a lovely colour, but it's an out there colour. Can I just say to you, surprise, surprise. Sounds a bit like Stella Black here. Surprise, surprise. All I'm going to say to you here is, and she's just saying to me, just open your heart here. Be careful what we give. Don't push too much, but just open your heart. It's beautiful. So, yes, that's what I like to say. And let's pop down the road to Buckinghamshire in the UK. And what would you've got a very serious face on you there.
I'm just feeling something. Yeah, I feel around emotions and desires. Okay. I do feel that perhaps you've been letting something in your past hold you back a little bit. And I've got the South Node card, which does usually reference to that. I don't know if this would make sense, but if there has been a tough cycle around you, I think that by you working on yourself, redirecting your power, your own energy and your own confidence, self-care, everything like that, you need to project your power in the right direction. You need to project it towards what you want in life to be happy. And it needs to be the present and the future, not your past. Okay? Because you've got the full moon in Capricorn, and that's all about cycles and change. So if there has been something tough in your life, if it hasn't started to approach to an end of the cycle, I think it's going to. But I think it's going to when she gets that moment of clarity of, this is where I want to direct myself. It's really important to be balanced with our emotions, is what I feel. She's also got a conclusion in reach with something, a decision on something. There's going to be a conclusion because she's got the full moon and eclipse.
Okay. She says very true. She says, I do know who you're talking about. And she says very true. Okay. What I also pick up with these cards, it's interesting about a decision
Yeah.
to be made. It's about not being scared.
Yes.
Not being scared. It's about saying, look, so just pick up that strength there and just go, let's do this. She says, amen. Amen, amen.
And that's not letting her past hold her back from that as well. It's really important.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Nice. I just want to say here, this is where I would say to you here to flow and go with the flow. Don't be scared about where this takes you. Don't be. It's almost like we want to control things. Just let things move. Right. Let's go for the middle deck here. Just see what they're saying. Right. Okie dokie. Let's have a little look here. We've got. Yes, it's interesting with your cards here because it's saying about new beginnings, new starts around you here, but it's also saying here, be careful about, you know, when we don't want to talk about, not necessarily the elephant in the room, but we don't want to talk about things that sometimes would be worrying, or we put too much worry on something. Yes, when really we should be following, with the moon reversed, is about following a positive intuition. It's not, if it's round the other way, I'd say here, no, you've got to issue here. This is as soon as I choose to see the light in a dark corner, so I reach out my power towards what I want. That's lovely. Lovely. Yes. Yes. Okay. Let's go and do, just popping up here, let's go and do Nikki Blue Dad. Nikki Blue and Dad. Okay. Sorry, we just wanted to end that there because we're just coming to he's coming to the end there. Right, okay. Right, Nikki Blue and Dad. I want to say here that, would you understand a gentleman here who would like to dance, entertain, or be funny? He will want to make everybody happy because this gentleman has just stepped in here and he wants to say about making people happy. He also wants to talk about watches. He wants to talk about jewelry, rings. And he's coming through and to say here that this is a lovely, lovely energy he wants to bring through. Very positive, very lively, he just wants to say, happy to be here, very happy to come through. And he says, I didn't understand any of this. There's his message here, but okay. But he's there to say to you that, well, I just pick up Dad is here. And if you want to say anything around this with the cards, by all means do it. Let's go down the road to Buckinghamshire.
Yeah, I feel quite emotional actually. I feel that, is it Nikki you said?
Yes,
sorry,
Nikki.
because I can't see. I think there's some emotional healing that needs to happen. She's got quite a blockage in her throat.
Okay.
And also I feel a little bit with her heart chakra, and it's all about her emotions. And it is around to do with her dad. But also I think she needs to release things. She's got the waning moon here. And it is time for her to release. When I say release, it doesn't mean you're letting go of someone. Release is different. Release is just allowing yourself to move forward.
Yes.
Okay. And I really want to say it in that way, in a very tender way. I have a lot of compassion for Nikki because I don't speak a lot about it, but Phil knows, you know, my father's not been well now for a little while, and I'm very close to my father, and so it's something I struggle with, and I work quite hard on my throat chakra and my heart chakra for that. And it's weird because when I tuned into Nikki, I connected with her emotions around her dad.
Lovely.
I really felt that for her. So I'm sending her a lot of love and like that. But what I want to say to her the most is you don't have to have fear. I want her to get closer to moving forward and feel that strength and know that, you know, that energy, that love, those everything, it's always with you, always with you.
Beautifully
It's
so.
really
Yes.
important. It's
Yeah.
really important to release. It doesn't mean you're letting go, my lovely. That's what I want to say.
Just as you're saying that, I just got this message come through here. Nikki, everybody loves you. Everybody loves you, and you love you too.
The lovely, yeah.
Mm.
And also, she needs to show the world the real you. I'm getting that very clearly. Show the world the real you.
Mm.
And she's also got the new moon in Capricorn. Something that she's been working really hard on. Hard work is going to pay off.
Mm. Yes. Yes.
But it will pay off quicker if she just allows herself to release a bit with the waning moon.
Lovely. I get a really good. He's also looking at your eyesight. Keep an eye on your eyes. He's looking about just to look around you. He says you don't have to make any choices just yet. He's just laying here. Just look around you. It's nice. He says here. It's all right. It's all right. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much, Nikki. Thank you very much. The producer says pop up a testimonial or comment on the Cafe Clairvoyance page if you have enjoyed the show or liked your messages. That would be absolutely fantastic. And also,
one more thing for Nikki, because it's really important that I'm being told. Sorry to interrupt you, Phil, but you know when you know something's important, don't let her fear or confidence get in the way of her getting closer to love. Really important, and I'm getting that really strongly. So please, please be aware of that.
Lovely. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Cheryl says, fab readings all again. And Paul says, I'm sure time goes by fast the shows when the shows go on. How to make the shows longer. Always enjoy Taryn's input on shows. Oh, that's nice. That's from Paul. It's nice to get guys here as well. And yes, Deb says, wow, you guys really awesome tuning in. Thank you very, very much. And yes, if you go onto the Cafe Clairvoyance Facebook page, on the left side, you'll see reviews. If you liked the shows, if you liked your messages, whatever it is you like about the shows here, please click on the review tab and write a review in there, because it goes out to everybody. And this is all free. So please do. That'd be great. And to everybody out there, from us, from Deborah, the producer, who runs the show in the background, she does a brilliant job. And a big applause to Deborah. And because I think just say thank you there. And also, Taryn, it's absolutely fabulous to join with an evening with you again. It's been absolutely brilliant fun, as always. It's always hilarious. And sorry about the technical stuff at the start there, folks, but we'll be back tomorrow morning. As I said here, if you like an astrology reading, mediumship astrology reading, spiritual astrology reading, get your birth details. We need your birth details. We need a colour, and we need a question. Birth details, date of birth, that's all we want.
So for, I do this sometimes periodically. I've got the full moon workshop on the 2nd of August.
Yes, tell us.
That is all about it's all about releasing and stuff. Nikki, I really feel strongly you need to release stuff, so I'm going to gift that to her. It's just a bit of healing if she would like it. I'm being told she really needs to release. That came up in the cards, and sometimes, you know, it's about acts of kindness. I do it quite regularly, and I'm getting a pull to offer that to Nikki. So Nikki, if you want to get in touch on Truly Intuitive, that's gifted for you, my lovely.
Fantastic. Absolutely lovely. I think that's a lovely little message there just to come out there. And watch out, our specials popping up. Taryn and I, we're bound to do a pop-up quite soon. We just pop up, say hello, and do little mini readings, chat about what's going on, and just, just share the love.
Yeah, be good.
All right. And hugs and love to you, Mandy, and yes, and to everybody else. So thank you very much. And don't forget, guys, love, burger, love, burger, love, share your burgers. Share love.
I'm doing love. I don't like burger.
Well, I'm a vegan. And do I have a veggie burger?
I like veggie burgers.
Veggie burgers. Yeah. Something like veggie burgers. Okay. I have to get like a green pair of gloves on to say something like it. So it's a green burger. But with the red hands, I've got to go. Anyway, never mind. Anyway, guys, absolutely fabulous. Thank you very much for joining us. Loads of love to you, and take care and have a wonderful evening. Yeah. Yes.